Hello, everybody. Good day. Welcome to my platform. Dami here. Yes. Today we'll be talking about something very dear to me and Manchester United. As everyone will know, I'm a proud United fan. We'll be talking about Manchester United. Now, this what we're about to talk about today, I've said something about it in my previous one of my previous podcasts, but today we'll just be doing a little bit of adding one or two to it. You know. Now, let's just jump right into it. We'll be talking about who should Carrick become the next manager of Manchester United. Should Carrick become the next manager of Manchester United? Yes, for me, he- um, I do not think that Carrick is in the right space to become the manager of Manchester United. He's great, he's talented, yes, but for a club like Manchester United, I don't think he's there yet. Now, I know some people because of the winnings that we have been getting this period, they say, "Oh, give him the job, give him." See, we're about to repeat history again with what happened with Social. We're about to repeat that history. Now, there are several things that should be done before a manager should be appointed, and it's not just a manager perspective that we're looking at. Now, by the way, before I jump into those ones, I'd like to say I still believe that um, Louis Enrique should be the manager of Manchester United because he's more experienced. Look at his performance with other clubs. Look at just let's leave other clubs. Check what he's doing with PSG. You know, it should be enough to spoil your heart to. He will do a fantastic job. Okay, now the next question you will want to ask is, will Louis Enrique be willing to come to Manchester United? I bet you no, because of the what I call the management problem. Now, the owners of Manchester United, they are also causing a lot of problems for Manchester United. They are really causing a lot of problems for Manchester United because they are not giving free hands for the man. They employ somebody to be a manager, but yet he's performing as a coach. Now, Mourinho said this, and when they appointed Mourinho, I was not a fan of Mourinho. I'm not a fan of Mourinho, but he said this. But I thought he talks too much and everything. Well, he was saying the truth. He was saying the truth. Only it took Amorim to say it for me to believe it. You know, and it cost Amorim his job. Now, um, I do believe that Amorim was a good manager, but his refusal to bend cost him his job. He's good. He would have been an exceptional manager, but I think he should work on himself. Now, let's come back to the subject at hand. Now, I think the worst thing that happened to Manchester United was getting Ten Hag. With all due respect to Ten Hag, because Ten Hag brought nonsense players. We all do apologies to all those players. They are no nonsense, but they do not fit what we are all about, what Manchester is all about. Manchester is about the biggest club with the biggest revenue coming in, you know. So they do not fit. There are certain players you bring into Manchester United, they don't fit into the club, like Onana, like what's his name, Anthony, and so on. They don't fit into. They might be great out there, but when they come into Manchester United, they are like you carry a big shark in a stream. When you put him inside an ocean, it becomes very very little. That's the ideology. I hope I'm making sense. I don't know if I'm clear enough. That's what's happening. You carry people that are not good enough for Manchester and you bring it, and they make a bundle of mess. And that's why we are. And he sold players that he should not have. I don't understand why you're selling Wan Bissaka and you're leaving Luke Shaw. For God's sake, what's going on? Luke Shaw will play one match today, and the next time he will play is 3 months later. Always injured, injured. Now look at Wan Bissaka we sold. I think it was Aston Villa or West Ham. Whenever we play that team, he makes us regret us selling him. He makes us regret selling him. Eric Ten Hag made a mess of the whole system in Manchester United. It was a really wrong time and space for Manchester United. Now, the other side I'm talking about is the owners of the Manchester United that they will not allow. And that's why I'm saying Luis Enrique might not accept to come because they are still holding the club. They want to choose the player, they want to choose what's coming in the regime. You can't do that. You cannot allow administrators. Administrators should not be allowed to run a football club. Look at Ajax. What are they doing? Edwin van der Sar, sporting director. Who is Man U sporting director? An administrator. Somebody that does not know what it takes to play the ball. You might love the game, but you are not in the same space with those technical guys. They know their technicality, that what they see, you might not be seeing it. When they see a player play, they know that okay, this player will be good for Manchester. This player is great, but it will not be good for Manchester United. And that is the problem we're having. You have administrators telling the managers what to do. So I don't think that he will want to come, but he is the best player. So I saw even in the podcast, Cristiano Ronaldo, when he was asked, he said, I don't know the authenticity of that, but when I saw it, it was part of the reason why I said I should redo this again. He said he wants Luis Enrique to become the manager of Manchester United. People say, Ronaldo, this, Ronaldo. Yes, Ronaldo's. You must listen to what Ronaldo is saying. Ronaldo is, I don't know, is on his own level, the first billionaire football has ever generated. The first. He has scored how many goals on record? How many assists on record? So his comments are not to be taken lightly. When he granted that interview, he said so many things are wrong with Manchester United. The structure, their facilities, their training, their gym facilities, everything is as he left it. How many years ago he left Manchester United? Coming back to still meet those things is so much disappointed. So they need to work on. It's not just a manager one side thing. It's a manager, is the structure. You need great, a great coach that will handle the club. It's not just a one-sided thing. It's not. So I feel we need someone that the players will respect. Not that they don't respect Carrick, they respect Carrick. But if we get Carrick in, Carrick will not stay up to 2 years, they'll get him out. The same force will now end up like in fifth, sixth week, and they want to get him out. The owners of the club will not allow Carrick to function as the manager. He will be performing the role of a coach. And that is what Amorim said. Based on what Amorim said. So we have a lot at stake here. You said, see, look at Sir Alex Ferguson when he was the manager. He was indeed the manager. And look at what he did. He commanded the respect of everything. If he says you're out, you're out. If he says, I want this player comes. Now, look at what this guy, all the players that, what you say, Amorim wanted, what happened? We didn't get it. We didn't get them. And also, I feel that um, Michael Carrick should work under Louis Enrique for like five years or thereabout. I see him as the coach for Manchester United for the future, but not the present. He should gain more experience, work under more experienced coaches more to gain that experience, and he will do better. He will do better, at his job, being Manchester United manager for the future. That is my own take. I would like to hear from you guys. You know, if I sound harsh, it's not my intent. It's just that when it gets to Manchester United, I'm passionate about that club. I love that club. It's Man U for life. I would love to hear from you guys. DM me your own opinion, what you feel. Thank you. Dami here.